Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Our today's topic for discussion is Youth and the Tasks Ahead, written by Dr. Karan Singh. It is lesson number 5 of 11th class, subject English. In today's lesson, we will be discussing para number 7 and para number 8. So let us start. Text, it is para number 7. In this context, I cannot resist the temptation to quote from a speech delivered over half a century ago by one of our great nationalist leaders, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, to the students of Bengal National College. He said, "There are times in a nation's history when Providence places it before it one work, one aim to which everything else, however high and noble in itself, has to be sacrificed. Such a time has now arrived for our motherland when nothing is dearer than her service, when everything else is to be directed to the end. If you will study, study for her sake. Train yourselves, body and mind and soul, for her service. You will earn your living that you may do service to her. Work that she may prosper, suffer that she may rejoice." Dear students, here the author is referring to Sri Aurobindo's that advice which he had delivered 50 years ago to the students of Bengal National College. In the words of Sri Aurobindo, he stresses that individual destinies or aims should be kept on hold when the matter of their country is in question. He stresses that individual destinies or aims should be kept on hold when the matter of their country is in question. One has to sacrifice personal gains for the sake of country. He urges the students to do whatever they like, but only to serve the motherland, so that their motherland may rejoice. He urges the students to do whatever they like, but only to serve the motherland, so that their motherland may rejoice. Nothing should be dearer than to the service of motherland. Every destiny should be linked to the prosperity of motherland. Such a time has now come when nothing should be dearer than her service, and it is demand and need of the nation that our good results should be linked with the prosperity of the motherland. Dear students, if you study for the motherland, train your body, mind and soul for the service of the motherland, definitely you will be rewarded back by your motherland. You will definitely get the goals, happiness and destiny of your life in a logical manner. You will definitely get the goals, happiness and destiny of your life in a logical manner. Prefer to suffer for the rejoice of the motherland. Students, prefer to suffer for the rejoice of the motherland. Now, text, all is contained in that one single advice. All is contained in that one single advice. How superbly relevant to our present conditions are these stirring words. That says here that all is contained in one advice, and says that how superbly this advice is relevant to our present conditions, and these words are stirring. These words are striding, these words are moving. Now, last para text. Finally, there is the spiritual dimension, which indeed is the main faculty that distinguishes human beings from the myriad other forms of life that exist on this planet. That exist on this planet. At a time of deep crisis, we must be endowed with a new spiritual fervor, leading to that fearlessness and dynamism whereby we can overcome all difficulties. When I speak of spirituality, I am not referring merely to the denominational religion, however inspiring that may be. Dear students, writer here says that there is also a spiritual dimension. There is also a spiritual dimension, which indeed is the main ability that distinguishes human beings from many other forms of life that exist on this planet. Dear students, here writer says that there is also a spiritual dimension, which indeed is the main ability that distinguishes human beings from many other forms of life that exist on this planet. At this time of juncture, we must have a new spiritual zeal which will bring fearlessness and progress, with which we can overcome difficulties. By spiritualism, the writer is not referring to any other religion, to any other religious groups in the country. By spiritualism, the writer is not referring to any religious groups in the country. Now text. Ours is a nation that has from time immemorial cradled an immense variety of religions, and today in free India people belonging to all faiths live together in peace and harmony. What I am referring to this is that golden thread of unity which runs through all religions and from which they will ultimately derive power and sustenance. This implies the acceptance of the divinity inherent in every human being and of the noble goal of spiritual growth and realization, a concept that once raises the dignity of the individual and cuts across all narrow barriers and distinctions. Indeed, the principle of individual divinity and spiritual evolution is one which transcends even national barriers, and it alone can give us the courage to fight for our freedom and integrity with undying valor and the wisdom to do so without hatred. Dear students, here it says India is a land of variety of religions. India is a land of variety of religions. India is encouraging each religion, and today in free India people belonging to all faiths live together in peace and harmony. India is encouraging each religion, and today in free India people belonging to all faiths live together in peace and harmony. The writer is referring to the golden thread of unity. Dear students, the writer is referring to the golden thread of unity which runs through religions and from which they all derive their strength. This means the acceptance of the divinity in every human being. Dear students, actually the principle of individual divinity and spiritual evolution can give us the courage to fight our freedom and integrity in a brave manner. Thank you very much.